I'm a GP. My father is a taxi driver and coming close to retirement age.
Yeah.
He worked hard all his life to ensure that I had a good education, and it was a dream come true when I became a doctor, and I'm now a GP.
Yes.
But then, since his vaccination issue came along, he basically said, absolutely not taking it. And if worse comes to worse, I'll on a prolonged holiday back to where I came from.
So he'll flee the country if he feels that he's going to be compelled to take it. Well, that ties in with I think the earlier caller talking about elders going back to Ghana.
Yeah. And my dad loves his sons and daughters, and especially his grandchildren.
Yes.
So for him to make a statement like that was a massive.
Well, what's going on? I mean,
call for me.
How shocked were you? I mean, did you know that he was even flirting with this kind of worldview?
No. Yeah. Well, social media doesn't help,
right?
Especially that generation where they're able to click and suddenly find themselves. With all this information that they don't necessarily know how to process.
We're back to the algorithm. So they click on one thing, and suddenly all they're seeing on their feed is and it could be completely unhitched from reality.
Exactly. So I thought the solution would be I'd get the vaccination myself. Obviously, I'm being a healthcare professional.
Yes,
I was offered it, and I took it up, and I thought that'll get rid of any.
That'll show him.
His son that he's so proud of, and who's a doctor who's going to know what the ins and outs of all these things. And it was like, well, just look after yourself. I was like, what kind of...
It didn't butter a single parsnip with your old man?
No, it didn't. But if I look back, there are clues, and this is something that may have been mentioned during your previous phone calls, is my dad also has diabetes, and he's not been very happy with the medicines. He's always looking for an alternative therapy or a herbal remedy or something that he can take in terms of another food supplement that might stabilize his diabetes.
Okay. Now that's fair enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Up to a point?
Well, it's fair enough, yes, but when it comes to the vaccine, there is no food alternative or a herbal remedy.
No, and complementary medicine is supposed to complement what we loosely describe as medicine, so it's not an alternative, it's a But the vaccine is not obviously something that you can get an alternative for down at Holland and Barrett, is it?
No, so I thought I'd try to deal with the root cause, which is the social media stuff. And I've had a similar take to you, which is I'm not even going to engage with it because it's tantamount to giving it some legitimacy.
Yes.
But then I said, listen, just forward me any video that you get along that you feel establishes your point of view. And the very next day, I started getting a barrage. And it started with, if you remember that video of a woman south of England, she went into hospital and it was empty, and it went viral. And she says, look, there's no COVID. But
it wasn't true, obviously.
Of course it wasn't true. And even before it came on the news, I debunked the whole video. And then since then, on a daily basis, I've been getting videos. And it's just made me realize there's that much misinformation out there.